Is it possible that the things you've done safely your entire adult life could suddenly become risky, even dangerous? Just because you've hit a certain age, it's a surprising and maybe even unsettling thought. Isn't it? We often think of aging as a gradual process, little aches and pains, maybe needing glasses. But the idea that common, everyday actions could pose a real threat that can be a tough reality to face. You might not even notice the subtle shifts happening, the small changes in your body, or how it reacts, until something unexpected happens. Maybe it's a stumble you didn't recover from, or a medication that suddenly seems to have strange side effects. It feels unfair, doesn't it? That experience and wisdom don't automatically grant you immunity from these hidden dangers. But understanding these potential pitfalls isn't about dwelling on what's wrong. It's about empowering ourselves to navigate this stage of life with greater safety and confidence. It's about recognizing that our bodies and circumstances are different now, and that requires a little extra awareness and perhaps some adjustments. In this video, we're going to explore 5 common things that many people don't realize become significantly more dangerous after the age of 65 and, more importantly, what you can do about them. These aren't dramatic, rare events, but everyday aspects of life that suddenly require more careful consideration. Stay with me, because watching to the end might reveal something that truly surprises you and helps you live more safely. Let's start with something that might seem simple, even trivial, but becomes profoundly important as we age: our balance. For decades, you've probably walked, climbed stairs, reached for things, and maybe even carried grandchildren or heavy shopping bags without a second thought about staying upright. Balance felt automatic, a fundamental part of just existing. But around 65, or sometimes a bit later, this automatic function can start to waver, often so gradually that you might not even notice until there's a near miss, or, tragically, a fall. Why does this happen? Well, it's a combination of factors. Our inner ear, which plays a huge role in balance, changes over time. Our vision might not be as sharp, making it harder to judge distances or spot obstacles. Muscle strength and flexibility, especially in our legs and core, can decrease if we're not actively working to maintain them. Our reflexes might slow down just a fraction, meaning that split-second adjustment you used to make when you tripped over the rug might not happen fast enough anymore. And then there's peripheral neuropathy, which is nerve damage, often in the feet. That can make it harder to feel the ground beneath you. Medications can also play a significant role, with side effects like dizziness or lightheadedness. The painful reality here is falls are not just bumps and bruises at this age. A fall can lead to serious injuries like hip fractures, head trauma, or other broken bones that can drastically impact independence and quality of life, sometimes making it hard to fully recover. It's one of the leading causes of injury and even death in people over 65. So, what do we do about this invisible threat that lurks in our own homes and pathways? First, acknowledge that balance might be different. Don't dismiss little stumbles or feelings of unsteadiness. See them as gentle warnings. Next, be proactive. Talk to your doctor. They can assess your fall risk. Review your medications to see if any could be contributing. And check for underlying conditions like vitamin deficiencies or blood pressure issues that might affect balance. They might recommend physical therapy, which can be incredibly effective. A physical therapist can teach you specific exercises to improve strength, flexibility, and coordination tailored to your needs. Think Tai Chi or specialized balance classes. These aren't just relaxing, they're building crucial stability. Look around your home with a critical eye. This is where many falls happen. Are rugs tripping hazards? Can they be secured or removed? Is there adequate lighting, especially on stairs and in hallways at night? Are there grab bars in the bathroom, particularly in the shower or tub? Are stairways well lit and equipped with sturdy handrails on both sides? Make sure pathways are clear of clutter. Simple changes can make a world of difference. Pay attention to your footwear. Choose shoes with good support and non-slip soles. Even indoors, avoid walking in just socks on slippery floors. Stay hydrated, as dehydration can cause dizziness. And importantly, if you use an assistive device like a cane or walker, use it consistently and make sure it's the right height and in good repair. Don't let pride get in the way of safety. These steps might seem cautious, but they are powerful tools for maintaining your independence and confidence to move around safely. Now, alongside the changing physical landscape of our bodies, comes another area that requires far more vigilance as we age: managing medications and supplements. It's common, even likely, that by the time we're in our mid-60s and beyond, we're taking more than one medication regularly. It could be for blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, arthritis, or maybe a few different things. On top of prescribed medications, we might be taking over-the-counter pain relievers, allergy medications, vitamins, or herbal supplements because we heard they were helpful. While each one might be safe and beneficial on its own, the real danger arises when these different substances interact with each other inside your body. Think of it like different chemicals in a lab. Mixing the wrong ones can create unexpected, and sometimes dangerous, reactions. These interactions can make one medication less effective, increase the side effects of another, or even create entirely new and harmful effects. The painful reality is medication interactions can lead to confusion, dizziness, falls, organ damage, increased bleeding risk, or a host of other serious health problems that might be misdiagnosed or attributed solely to aging when they are actually a consequence of incompatible substances. What makes this particularly dangerous is that information about potential interactions is constantly evolving, and what was considered safe to combine 5 or 10 years ago might have new warnings now. Pharmacists and doctors are your absolute best resource here. The most important thing you can do is keep a comprehensive, up-to-date list of everything you are taking, and I mean everything. Prescription drugs, over-the-counter medications, even occasional ones like ibuprofen or cold medicine, vitamins, minerals, herbal supplements, and any other natural remedies. Keep this list in your wallet or purse and bring it to every single doctor's appointment, every visit to the pharmacy. And if you ever have to go to the emergency room, don't assume that just because one doctor prescribed something and another prescribed something else that they automatically know about everything else you're taking. It's up to you to be the central point of information. When you get a new prescription, ask your pharmacist specifically about potential interactions with everything else on your list. Pharmacists are highly trained in this area, and they often catch things that might be missed. Be aware of common over-the-counter medications that can interact with prescriptions, such as NSAIDs like ibuprofen or naproxen and blood thinners, or certain cold medicines and blood pressure medications. Even seemingly harmless things like grapefruit juice can interfere with how some medications are metabolized. If you're starting a new supplement, talk to your doctor or pharmacist first. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it's safe or won't interact. They can help you understand the potential risks and whether it's appropriate for you. Pay attention to how you feel after starting a new medication or supplement, or after adding something new to your regimen. New symptoms like dizziness, nausea, unusual fatigue, or confusion should be reported to your doctor promptly. Don't just power through it or assume it's just age. It could be an interaction. Keeping open lines of communication with all your healthcare providers and being meticulous about managing your medication list is a powerful way to protect yourself from these hidden dangers lurking in your medicine cabinet. Being informed and proactive in managing what you put into your body is just as crucial as managing your physical environment. It's about staying safe and healthy by understanding the complex interplay of different substances. Moving on from what we take into our bodies in pill form, let's talk about something even more fundamental: food and drink. Our nutritional needs and how our bodies process food and liquids subtly shift as we age. What you ate freely in your younger years might not serve you as well, or might even pose risks now if you're not paying attention. One of the biggest changes is often a decrease in appetite or a change in taste and smell, which can make eating less appealing. Medications can also affect appetite or cause dry mouth, further impacting enjoyment of food, combined with potential difficulties shopping or preparing meals. This can lead to unintentional weight loss and malnutrition. Not getting enough essential nutrients weakens muscles, bones, and the immune system, making you more vulnerable to illness and slower to recover. The painful reality is that malnutrition can exacerbate other health conditions, reduce energy levels, and significantly decrease quality of life, often without being recognized as the root cause. It's not just about getting enough calories, it's about getting nutrient-dense calories. As metabolism slows down, we generally need slightly fewer calories, but our need for vitamins and minerals often remains the same or even increases for some, like vitamin B12, vitamin D, and calcium. Eating processed foods or foods high in sugar and unhealthy fats provides calories but lacks the crucial nutrients your body needs to function optimally. So, how do we navigate this focus on quality over quantity? Prioritize whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins like chicken, fish, beans, whole grains, and healthy fats like avocados, nuts, olive oil. If a big meal is overwhelming, try eating smaller, more frequent meals throughout the day. Keep healthy snacks readily available. For those with decreased appetite or difficulty chewing, nutrient-dense smoothies or soft foods can be helpful. Ensure adequate protein intake, as this is vital for maintaining muscle mass, which in turn supports balance and overall strength. Consider talking to your doctor or a registered dietitian about your specific nutritional needs and if supplementation might be necessary, especially for things like vitamin B12 or vitamin D. Now, let's talk about hydration, which becomes critically important and surprisingly dangerous if neglected. The sensation of thirst can actually diminish with age, meaning you might not feel thirsty even when your body is becoming dehydrated. Dehydration, even mild, can cause fatigue, confusion, dizziness, constipation, and can worsen kidney function and other health issues. Severe dehydration can be life-threatening. The painful reality is that many older adults are chronically mildly dehydrated without realizing it, contributing to a host of health problems. It's not enough to just drink when you feel thirsty. Make a conscious effort to drink fluids throughout the day, even if you don't feel parched. Water is best, but other fluids like milk, juice in moderation due to sugar, and even foods with high water content like fruits and vegetables contribute. Keep a water bottle handy and sip from it regularly. If you find plain water boring, try adding a slice of lemon, lime, or cucumber. Herbal teas can also be a good option. Be mindful of drinks that can be dehydrating, like those with caffeine or alcohol, and consume them in moderation, balancing them with water. Certain medical conditions or medications can also affect fluid balance. So again, talk to your doctor about your individual hydration needs. Paying attention to what you eat and drink, ensuring you're getting both adequate nutrients and fluids, is a fundamental way to protect your health and energy levels. It's about fueling your body intelligently for this stage of life. Building on the theme of how our body's capabilities subtly change, let's talk about something many people over 65 continue to do out of necessity, habit, or enjoyment, but which can become significantly more dangerous: driving. For most of our lives, driving represents freedom and independence. Getting in the car and going where we need or want to go is second nature. But as we age, changes in vision, hearing, reaction time, and cognitive processing can all impact our ability to drive safely. Vision might deteriorate gradually, making it harder to see in low light, deal with glare, or distinguish objects and judge distances, all crucial for safe driving, especially at night or in challenging weather. Hearing loss can mean not hearing sirens, horns, or even the sounds of your own car indicating a problem. Reaction times might slow just enough that a sudden stop or unexpected maneuver becomes harder to execute safely. Attention span, or the ability to process multiple stimuli at once like navigating traffic, checking mirrors, and listening to the radio can also be affected. Add to this the potential side effects of medications: drowsiness, dizziness, impaired judgment, slowed reflexes, and the risk increases significantly. The painful reality is that older drivers have a higher crash fatality rate per mile driven than almost any other age group, second only to new teen drivers. It's not necessarily because older drivers are reckless, but because age-related changes can make it harder to react quickly and safely in dangerous situations. This is a difficult topic because it touches on independence and identity. No one wants to think about giving up driving or having their ability questioned. But prioritizing safety, both your own and that of others on the road, is paramount. So, how do we approach this sensitive but critical issue first? Be honest with yourself about your abilities. Have you noticed yourself having more near misses? Feeling more anxious or overwhelmed in traffic? Finding it harder to see at night, getting lost more often? These are not just minor annoyances. They are potential warning signs. Get regular vision and hearing checkups. Make sure your prescriptions for glasses or hearing aids are up to date and that you use them while driving. Review all your medications with your doctor or pharmacist and ask specifically if any of them could affect your driving ability. Some medications come with strong warnings against operating heavy machinery or vehicles, and these warnings should be taken very seriously. Avoid driving in conditions that are particularly challenging for you, such as at night, in heavy rain or fog, or during rush hour if you find it stressful. Plan your routes in advance and avoid distractions in the car like loud music or complicated GPS systems. Consider taking a senior driving refresher course, often offered by organizations like AARP. These courses can help you brush up on rules of the road and defensive driving techniques, and some insurers even offer discounts for completing them. If you or your family are concerned about your driving, have an open and honest conversation. Explore alternative transportation options in your community, such as public transit, ride-sharing services, senior transport programs, or relying on family and friends. Making a plan for how you will get around if or when you stop driving can make the transition less daunting. It's about making informed decisions to protect yourself and others, ensuring that the road remains a safe place for everyone. This isn't about losing freedom. It's about adapting how we maintain that freedom safely. Finally, let's consider another fundamental sense that can change gradually, often without us fully realizing the implications: our vision and hearing. We talked about how they impact driving, but their influence stretches into almost every aspect of daily life. And their decline can create subtle, yet significant, dangers. Both vision and hearing loss are common as we age, and both often happen so slowly that we compensate without even thinking about it. With vision, it might start with needing more light to read, difficulty with small print, or finding it harder to see in dimly lit restaurants. But beyond these nuisances, reduced vision increases the risk of falls because you might not see obstacles clearly. It can make it harder to read medication labels correctly, potentially leading to dosage errors. It can impact your ability to notice potential hazards around you, like approaching cars or uneven pavement. The painful reality is that declining vision, if unaddressed, significantly increases your risk of accidents and can make everyday tasks frustrating or even dangerous. Similarly, hearing loss often begins with difficulty hearing high-pitched sounds, like women's or children's voices, or understanding conversations in noisy environments. It might progress to missing parts of conversations entirely, or needing the TV volume turned up very loud. The dangers here are less obvious but equally real. Not hearing a smoke alarm, a doorbell announcing a visitor, a warning shout, or the sound of an approaching vehicle can put you in harm's way. Beyond safety, Hearing loss can lead to social isolation and withdrawal because it becomes difficult and exhausting to participate in conversations, contributing to loneliness and even cognitive decline. The painful reality is that untreated hearing loss can profoundly impact your connection to the world and your safety within it. The key with both vision and hearing is early detection and intervention. Don't dismiss changes as just getting older and unavoidable. Regular checkups are crucial. See an ophthalmologist or optometrist annually, or as recommended, not just for glasses but for comprehensive eye health checks to catch conditions like glaucoma or macular degeneration early. Get your hearing tested by an audiologist if you suspect changes or as part of your regular health screening. If glasses, contacts, or hearing aids are recommended, use them. They aren't just for convenience. They are vital tools for safety and staying connected. Make adjustments in your environment to compensate. Increase lighting in your home. Use contrasting colors to make edges and obstacles more visible. Use visual cues like flashing lights for doorbells or smoke alarms. For hearing, ask people to speak clearly and at a moderate pace. Position yourself to see the speaker's face for lip-reading cues. In social settings, try to find quieter spots to talk. There are also assistive listening devices available. Being proactive about maintaining and utilizing your vision and hearing is about more than just convenience. It's about maintaining your awareness of the world around you, which is fundamental to staying safe and engaged. It's about not letting a silent decline in these senses put you at unnecessary risk. So, we've talked about how things like our balance, managing medications, what and how we eat and drink, our driving abilities, and even our vision and hearing can change in ways that turn common, everyday actions into potential dangers after 65. It might seem like a lot to think about, maybe even a little daunting, but the intention here isn't to scare you. It's exactly the opposite. It's about shining a light on these areas so you are aware and empowered to take simple, practical steps to protect yourself and continue living a full, vibrant life. Recognizing these potential shifts isn't a weakness. It's a strength. It allows you to be proactive, to make small adjustments, and to utilize the amazing resources available to you. Whether that's talking to your doctor, working with a physical therapist, consulting a pharmacist, or making simple modifications to your home. Remember, you are not alone in navigating these changes. Millions of people are going through similar experiences, and there is so much we can do to mitigate risks and enhance our safety and well-being. Don't ever hesitate to ask for help or express concerns to your healthcare providers or loved ones. Taking control of these aspects of your health and environment is one of the most powerful things you can do to maintain your independence and quality of life for years to come. Think of it as fine-tuning your approach to living your best life in this wonderful chapter. It's about being wise, being prepared, and being confident. We covered things that might make you stumble, things that interact inside you, how you fuel your body, how you get around, and how you sense the world. Each of these, when given a little extra thought and care, loses its power to surprise you with danger. Instead, you gain the power to live more safely and confidently. I hope this has given you some valuable things to consider. What are your thoughts on these points? Have you experienced any unexpected changes that required you to adapt? Please share your experiences or any tips you have in the comments below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful to others in our community. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really supports the channel and helps this information reach more people who could benefit. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos aimed at helping you live your best life at every age. Taking these steps isn't about slowing down. It's about living smarter and safer so you can keep enjoying the things you love for longer. Live your best life at every age.